To quote Muhammad al-Ghazali, a state of war virtually existed between the Meccan tyrants and the Muslims in their abode. It is foolish to blame the Muslims for the horrible consequences that were bound to ensue in the light of that long-standing feud. Fiqh Sirah p.162 The Muslims in Medina were completely eligible then to confiscate the wealth of those tyrants, mete out for them exemplary punishment and bring twofold retaliation on them in order to deter them from committing any folly against the Muslims in their sanctities. That was a resume of the major problems that the Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, had to face, and the complicated issues he was supposed to resolve. In full acknowledgement, we could safely say that he quite honestly shouldered the responsibilities of messengership, and cleverly discharged the liabilities of both temporal and religious leadership in Medina. He accorded to everyone his due portion, whether of mercy or punishment, with the former usually seasoning the latter in the overall process of establishing Islam on firm grounds among its faithful adherents. A new society being built. We have already mentioned that the Messenger of Allah, PBUH, arrived in Medina on Friday, 12th Rabi' al-Awwal 1H, i.e. September 27, 622 AD, and took the downstairs of Abi Ayyub's house as a temporary residence. The first task to which the Prophet PBUH attended on his arrival in Medina was the construction of a mosque, in the very site where his camel knelt down. The land, which belonged to 2 orphans, was purchased. The Prophet, PBUH, himself contributed to building the mosque by carrying adobe, bricks and stones while reciting verses. O Allah! No bliss is there but that of the hereafter. I beseech you to forgive the immigrants and helpers. The ground was cleared of weeds and shrubs, palm trees, and rubbish, the graves of the polytheists dug up and then leveled, and the trees planted around the Qibla. The direction in which the Muslims turned their faces in prayer was constructed to face Jerusalem. 2 beams were also erected to hold the ceiling up. It was square in form, each side measuring approximately 100 yards, facing towards the north and having 3 gates on each of the remaining sides. Nearby, rooms, reserved for the Prophet's household, were built of stones and adobe bricks, with ceilings of palm leaves. Bukhari 171,555,560, Zad al-Mad 256. To the north of the mosque a place was reserved for the Muslims who had neither family nor home. The Adhan, summoning the Muslims to the mosque by the call for prayer, was initiated at this early stage of post-migration era. The mosque was not merely a locus to perform prayers, but rather an Islamic league where the Muslims were instructed in Islam and its doctrines.